It's main event time from the Craigie Leisure Centre in Perth. Epic number one comes to an epic climax as the dirty one, Danny Derdowski, makes his way to the ring. Derdowski training out of the Urban Fight Gym. Richard Walsh in his corner. And listen to the ovation for the stalker, Chad Walker. Riddler's Gym, 40 fights. I should say 40 wins in 62 outings for Chad Walker. Derdowski, 41 wins in 51 outings.
Once again, a big thank you before we get underway with our main event. Dave from ECA. Dave from ECA, a big thank you from the Riddler and his crew for all your support with these epic events.
The Oceania Light Heavyweight strap on the line here between the Dirty One and the Stalker. Dean Woodham's our centre referee. John DeMacaulay, who's done a fine job as our ring announcer here tonight. And we are set for 5x3. Full tie rules, knees and elbows, all the good stuff. Oceania strap up for grabs. Hammer, who do you like in this one early before it gets underway?
I think Derdowski has had a bit of a rebirth, or is back fighting with renewed vigour. Of course, working out with Richard Walsh and Bull and the Carnage. He's had some epic battles. Derdowski, Chad Walker, always a solid campaigner and one of the toughest men in the division. It's a tough one to pick.
Michael Chavello, Mark Castellini with you in our main event, courtesy of Darren the Riddler Reese, Kayla Lewis, Epic Promotions, Epic One. And they lock up for a grapple early on here, dead centre of the ring. The height, the reach, goes the way of the big stalker, Chad Walker. For aggression, though, Dirty Danny Derdowski has it. Cracks the outside leg kick, does the Dirty One. And the inside thigh kick. You can hear the corner of Walker shouting "Teep," and as he threw it, they congratulated him. So a good sign early here for Chad Walker, as he always does, listening to his corner, very important.
And a very experienced fighter. He's been around for a long time. Walker, he's fought from a very young age, and he's well versed in what to do in centre ring. In fact, the more experienced of the two with 62 fights, as opposed to Derdowski with 51. Of course, Perth, a real hotbed of Muay Thai fighting action. Never a shortage of events or opponents, quality opponents at that, to mix it up with.
Nice high left round kick there from the Dirty One.
Power up on it, Chad. Power up. Power up. That's it. Good boy.
Step through knee from Derdowski.
Sorry, Michael, I was just about to say, and you hear the Riddler just calling for Walker to power up. And I think looking at the early stages of this fight already, that would be my observation also, in that Derdowski is throwing with a lot more power, and Walker seems just a little bit more tentative in when he's throwing out. There's a train going past.
Inside thigh kick from Derdowski and sticks out the jab.
Let's go.
Oh, he tried to pull the head down.
Let's go. And again.
It's Derdowski now switching from orthodox to southpaw as well. Walker looking for the trick takedown.
And down 4 remaining in our main event, and the Dirty One pumps his fist into the air, goes to Richard Walsh in his corner.
We have to agree with that. Probably that first round just the way of Derdowski as we score this one as it happens.
he score it after it happened?
Well, he scored at the end sometimes. You lose concentration.
Take your Ritalin, Hammer.
There's one of I just noticed one of the lovely Wet n Wild calendar girls parading the numbers here tonight. Her name eludes me at the moment, but other parts of it don't. So I remember her from the Wet n Wild calendar. That one I think is on sale now at all the newsagents and calendar clubs.
You can parade her your number, Hammer.
And having a look at Derdowski traded up.
Second round, first round, unofficially, we're going to give it the way of Dirty Denny Derdowski. Here's in the black and white. And he's on the front foot early here. Nice knee there off the left leg from Derdowski. Walk with the round kick off the back leg.
Riddler calling for Walker to power on. And certainly if he's going to back up Derdowski or at least slow his workflow down, he needs to initiate with a lot more power, because at this point Derdowski's not intimidated by Walker's power at all.
And overhand right from Derdowski. Walker, lead leg front round kick. And off the back leg. It's a huge frame on him, Chad Walker, Hammer. Actually does surprise me. He gets down to the 79 kilo division. Could easily be a cruiserweight.
Well, both of these guys, sure they can. They do swing between those weights.
Nice combination work there from Derdowski.
Good transition, hands and feet, high and low.
Oh, Walker went for the big bok choy, trying to pull the head down into the knee. Good stiff jab from Walker. Checks the low kick, double forearms guard against the high round kick. Nice defensive here from Dirty Denny Derdowski.
He looks a bit lumbering here tonight, Walker. He doesn't have his usual speed.
Just a little stiff, Hammer, a little rigid.
A little rigid on the legs, yeah. In the past, you know, or his last few fights, at least, Walker's really fired, and those leg kicks of his have had some good speed to him and good power. But tonight,
it's like his whole body's taken a Viagra here tonight.
He's looking a little bit tired, and he's not matching with the speed of Derdowski. Derdowski as well, I've seen him fire a lot harder as well. So he's fighting a very methodical fight and knows that he can't make a mistake right here in Walker's backyard.
Beautiful evasion there from the 31.
Of course, Queensland versus WA.
Seems to be the premier rivalry, doesn't it, at the moment, Hammer?
It is. It's two
Australian Muay Thai.
Two of the strongest Muay Thai states in the country. Two of the strongest, I suppose, fighting states almost. Queensland, of course, creating the best Muay Thai fighters, the best Muay Thai fighters in the world, and indeed now also creating some good mixed martial artists as well. Kyle Noak, of course, formerly from Queensland, integrated martial arts.
Two down.
So the transition into the knee stroke. Derdowski trying for the overhand right. Walker, good, nice high guard.
Stop thinking so much. You know what to do. When you end up in that grapple, lock on the knee. Don't let go and let him out. Okay? Don't think about his act. Okay?
By the words of the Riddler.
Don't let it flow.
Chad Walker in the corner. Richard Walsh.
Don't let it be the last shot to hit it.
In the corner of Derdowski, giving his insights.
Third round at 5 of this main event. The WMC Oceania light heavyweight strap on the line. Chad Walker comes out kicking. And kicking effectively. Measuring for that right hand. Nice front kick there from Derdowski. Oh, beautiful right hand from Walker. Best shot of the fight so far. Corner calling to put the pressure here on Derdowski. Elbows, 2 for Walker. They'll score for him. Much better round so far here in the third. Hammer for the stalker, Chad Walker.
Nice popping jab as well. Walker now looking for that right elbow up the middle. This is a much better round for Walker for sure.
Uppercut, round kick, lead leg, Derdowski.
Rallies back well, Derdowski as well. He's a fighter that when you put him under pressure, he'll step up to the plate every single time and go with you. That's what I really love about Derdowski. He's not a fighter that's scared to mix it up, get a cut, get a knock, and he's happy to give it straight back, and he's in your face the whole time. Caught that lead, looked for the takedown sweep, but Chad just keeping his vertical base nice and strong. See what happens now, look.
Good leg kick. Derdowski resets, nice high check. Step through knee. Just misses with that left hook there, Derdowski. Goes for the inside lead thigh. Good front kick.
Nice catch. Will he be able to take him down? And he does.
Ooh, beautifully done.
That'll score well for Derdowski in this round. Derdowski just in the punish shorts there, and a bigger load of nick from Punish Fight Equipment. Good gear, Punish gear.
Comes the train again, Hammer.
Puffing Billy.
No puffing so far. These two men have trained very well. Their cardio's holding out. Been a steady work rate.
Oh, nicely done.
Good round here for Chad Walker. I think it's Chad's best round so far, Hammer.
Apart from the takedown, he was looking very strong. And again, Derdowski controls the kicking leg. He's got another takedown on him. Turning elbow right on the bell.
3 downs, 2 remaining.
There's that right hand that we saw early in the round, and Walker trying for the turning elbow, double turning elbow. Derdowski got under that hook nicely and ripped the body well. Overhand right Walker, and his hands were finding the target in that round well.
Right, have your confidence, go forward, keep hitting that teep on him. Inside, big teep, leg check, hands up side, everything's good, but I want it to be better now. You've just got to take it one step further. Right, round 4, you know, this round counts the most.
The real gentleman of Australian Muay Thai, Richard Wally Walsh. Remember when he fought Mr. Ellis Hammer in his final fight? He donated it all to charity.
Charity fight. Richard Walsh, formerly from Warrnambool, so I think hello to all the people watching from down Warrnambool in Victoria. But
Beautiful place.
he got ripped off in a few of his fights. Richard Walsh, from memory, is one of the most hardest done by fighters back in those days. And a true champ he was too, Walsh.
Front kick there from Dirty Derdowski. High knee. Work rate has really picked up here from both men.
Well, there's a bit of a sense of urgency now. Both fighters knowing that they've got to start to get some solid scoring on the cards. It's a close fight.
Trade of leg kicks. Checks the low kick to Derdowski. Oh, nice 1-2 from Walker. Lands the right hand.
He just rolls the shoulder really well on that right. Times it, slips to his left, and then throws that right straight over the top. Tell you what, if you're stepping with a bit of a questionable jawline against Walker, you are going to see the canvas close-up style. Again, he turns that right hand over. But Derdowski's tough. and will weather the storm and come back with a little bit of leather of his own right in your face.
Crossing elbow from the dirty one. Derdowski in the corner said chop him, and he answers, chopping the lead leg of Chad Walker.
Of course, those leg kicks will score higher than punches. So a punch versus a kick, the kick's always going to come out trumps.
Nice elbows here from Derdowski. Uppercut elbow. And again, Derdowski dangerously just dropping that left hand and allowing Chad to come over the top of the right glove. I want to see Walker go after that right cross a lot more. One more round remaining. I think that has to be the meal ticket for Walker in the final round. Hammer, throw that right down the chute.
It's just got to get busy with it and perhaps off the right hand, come back with a low kick as well, or start with a low kick, finish high-low. Look at that, beautifully done. Rolls the shoulder, drops the right over, but Derdowski, ever resilient, fires back. Nice knee strike, Derdowski. And there's that overhand right again. Walker's favourite technique.
Nothing I need to say, you're doing everything good. You just got to keep pushing. 3 minutes of your life, brother, for a top 4 rating.
3 minutes of your life for a top 4 rating. You can't get much more simple than that. That's how it stands, Hammer, with 1 round remaining.
It's going to be all down.
He's trying to charge up Chad Walker here.
It's going to be all down to this 5th and final round. It's the last round. We'll determine the destiny and the title winner. Which man wants it more? Which man is going to dig deep and throw down?
Fifth and final round. Reaching jab from Walker. Jab, step across outside fire kick. Good point scoring early on here from the Stalker. And he's got to throw that right hand down the tube.
He's using the jab to measure. He's got to back it up with the right. Derdowski in turn needs to open up as well. From the home crowd, could be a real home crowd advantage here for Walker if it's a close one. Derdowski cannot risk that. He needs to get busy, put some good knee strikes on, keep the leg work happening. Nice takedown.
Beautiful work there from Walker. He is turning it on here in the final round, Chad Walker. And he throws that right hand. Sticks the jab in the face of Derdowski. Derdowski cannot afford to slow here.
Trying to get the knee guard on. It's the more aggressive Walker that's starting to initiate some solid striking.
Checks the low kick, does Walker. There's a chance for the right hand. Couldn't get it off. He's got it cocked. He's got it ready. He's got to throw it, though. You can hear the quarter of Walker saying, let your hands go.
Well, both corners know that this one's a close one. Who is going to take it? Who's going to blast forward and let it all go?
You figure someone could go klepto hammer. Someone could just steal it now. Step up elbow, didn't get through there for Walker. He's got to throw the right.
Chopping low kick, Derdowski will score well. Walker the knee.
Derdowski gets on the outside of the right hand. Nice jab there from Chad, but he's got to follow through. Body shot, that was more like it. Step through knee. Still hasn't thrown that right though, Hammer.
Just looking both men fatigued. The lactic acid is going to be pumping into the muscles now. Everything's going to be feeling tired and sore.
He threw the right hand then and he smiled. He's saying, I've still got a little bit left for your dirty one, and Derdowski now comes on strong. Inside leg kick, nice and high on the femoral profunda there from Dirty Denny Derdowski. Jab from the dirty one. Stiff jab again. And a round kick. Chad Walker trying to sweep out the other leg. Trussing elbow from Derdowski. There it is.
Wow.
Nice. Hammer, this is going to be a close one.
I'll tell you what, geez, I almost can't pick it. It's so close. Derdowski had the takedown earlier. Walker got one back. You know, it was so even. It was almost a one-for-one affair the whole way through. Very close, very close. It's going to be down to the judges and what angle they saw this fight at.
I just wish Walker would have let go with that right hand a little more.
In turn, Derdowski as well, he didn't fully open up as we're used to seeing from him. Tonight played a little bit more, well, was a little bit more cautious in his combinations. Nice catch and counter from Derdowski. Chad Walker trying to get the overhand right. Short elbow, Derdowski.
Tonight's main event is Johnson's on the scorecard number 5. Full titles, action-packed rounds.
For decision.
All 3 judges scored the fight unanimous with your winner and WMC Oceania champion, Denny Triple Z.
Denny Derdowski takes it by decision. And he is now the Oceania light heavyweight champion. Richard Wally Walsh continues to prove himself one of the finest in the business when it comes to training. But how about the Riddler, Devon Reese? He's had a fighter on just about every fight on tonight's card, and they've all done exceptionally well. He's getting married January 15, the Riddler, once again from myself and Hammer and all the Fox Sports audience. Riddler, congratulations to you. Don't forget March 19th, Epic #2. We'll see you there. From myself, Michael Chavello, my verbal sparring partner, former Aussie champ, the Hammer, Mark Castanini. Thanks for joining us. It has been epic.